baby. All gravy.
We are live on Underground Wicked Radio with King, and I'm already going to say it fucking wrong, and he just told me.
Oh, man. King Nique, baby. King Nique.
Nique,
hey,
man.
Hell yeah. That's good.
It's all right. We had King Chrism on. I was fucking saying his name wrong the whole fucking interview. Nobody caught it. Nobody. Someone commented on the fucking YouTube video saying shit about it, but fuck it.
Fuck it, man. It happens, bro. Shit. People's names get butchered on stage, all that shit, man, all the time.
Especially, like we were saying before we went live, all the Zulu, man. I had a fuck of a time pronouncing that for a long time.
That's why it's cool to have a dope ass name, but sometimes that shit'll get you, bro. They'll be fucking it up if it's too cool.
Raz, homie, take the first question. I'm gonna start sharing this.
All right. Hey, King, bro, if you could play in any city in the world, what city would you play in?
Oh man, I would.
Hey, is that better?
Hey.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, I ain't hearing it now. That's perfect. That's perfect. Actually, it's crazy because I don't know if you're in New York with DJ Snickers, but somewhere in New York, I've always wanted to go up that way. Where are you from?
Florida. New York?
Florida. See, and Florida was somewhere in my mind too. One of those places, it would either be Colorado, Florida, something like that, but New York definitely is where my music would thrive the most. And even whenever I was in college, that just seems like it's a fast-paced type place. And that just seems like somewhere I belong. I don't have a specific city. New York City, which I've heard there's
Buffalo,
a bunch of sub-cities there. Buffalo, is that where there's some?
Yep.
See, probably somewhere like that. You know what I mean? Somewhere where my music is accepted a lot more because it's hard for me to find a balance. I don't stick in all the way with the horrorcore. I don't stick in all the way with the trap, but I always have like a little balance. So I feel like that's where my music would thrive a lot and I would be, accepted a lot. So
you should get on the 607 gathering. I can link you the details and the guy to get a hold of. We have over 100 artists every year in the 607 gathering.
Woo, yeah, dude, link me into that shit because, like I said, bro, that's where I feel like I would thrive is somewhere in New York, bro.
So, homie, I didn't ask this on the last interview. What kind of high do you get performing on stage in front of an audience, and how long does it take you to come down from that high?
You talking to me or somebody else?
You.
Shoot, I'll tell you what, bro, like, I honestly just got put on probation. I can't smoke and shit like I used to be able to. What I used to do is I get super fried before I go on, bro. And sometimes with my nerves and everything, it'll kick in instant when I go on and it just explodes. Now it's kind of like the same as whenever you work out, you run, you got to kind of get that high. Last time I performed on 16th in Ironton, Ohio. And it took me about 2 songs. It took me ripping my shirt off and 2 songs to be able to get into that zone where I just felt it flowing and I was just going with it. And honestly, that shit will stay kicked in for a while after that because, you got people that come on, whenever you come off the stage, they'll come over, dap you up, and just all that shit. You get that stress off your shoulders. So it's just like that natural high that comes with it. So it can have variations afterwards, you know what I mean? But I would honestly say 1 song in most cases will do it. And that's why I usually start off with one of my easiest songs, one of my most comfortable songs. And I try to kick it in with that. And if it don't kick in, I got to do something else crazy to get it going. You know what I mean? So about 1 on average.
Hell yeah. Raz, homie. Actually, Big Ninja Man, now that you're back, take a question. I'm trying to get my cousin up on here. Actually, before Big Ninja takes a question, what is it like performing with Crooked G?
Oh, man. It's pretty dope. Like I remember the first show that I went to with him was in Crown City. And it was honestly one of the dopest places I performed at because it was like an outside venue. They call it
Royal Castle.
What is it called?
Royal Castle.
It was in Ohio. It wasn't in Colorado Springs. It'll come to me whenever he comes on here. But it was an outside venue. It was a perfectly clear night, bro. You could see all the stars and shit. I just know Kellyanne Brooks had it, but it was a beautiful place. You know what I mean? And Crooked is fucking dope because he honestly comes in with some of the most wicked shit that I've heard. You know what I'm saying? So just anybody who does something that's kind of outside of the lines, I enjoy being able to see shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And his shit is crazy. You know what I mean? So performing by Do Crooked is fucking dope. And anybody in Wicked Tendency, which I know I've at least had the pleasure of performing with 2 other cats with Wicked Tendency. But
Suicide. Tim Williams.
It actually wasn't him. It was fucking dude. I'm horrible with names, man. Because I don't think he was on this tour that they had specifically. Another one of those things. If I had some time to think about it, it would fucking come to me. But you ask me on the spot, I just lose it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But that nigga Crooked G is crazy as hell.
Big Ninja, go ahead, take a question.
Okay. How about this? If you could collab with anybody, who would it be?
Oh, that's a good question. I tell you what, it's kind of like I kind of got like two answers for that. One of my dreams, my goals is to perform with Lil Wayne, just because I feel like he's kind of the gatekeeper into like, if you ever notice, like whenever somebody gets to that point, Lil Wayne like collabs with them. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of one thing on my list. But if I had to say somebody to perform with, of course it'd be Tupac, or have a song with, it'd be Tupac. Flatbush Zombies though, alive. You know what I'm saying? If I could do a song with Flatbush Zombies,
Okay.
that would be something legendary for me.
I already did a song with them.
Are you for real though?
Palm trees.
Oh, you
Palm
remixed.
trees. Go look it up on reverbnation.com/Ray Miller. Go look it up.
Hey, I'm gonna check that though. That's sly right there, bro. I like that shit. I mean, I guess I could do that same thing. You know what I'm saying? Just mesh our shit together on something, you know, like that. You know.
All right, we're gonna cut over to a song.
Yeah, but I had their consent.
Hey, yo, by the way, how could I share this link?
I had their consent.
Hold up, homie. I will link you.
Oh, you had their consent though. That's fucking ill though.
301.
All right, we're gonna cut over to a song. I'm gonna start sharing this some more after. We're gonna play Army.
Dope. I ain't built like them. Nah. I ain't built like them.
Out of 10.
I ain't built like them. I am built to win. Walking like an army, I am stomping, kill 6 men. Every time I grab the pen, it's man down. West Virginia like Landau.
1, 2, 301.
You pay me, no, this ain't up for debating. Top of the pyramid, you fake bitch. You ain't sold your soul to the devil. Cause if you did, you were way behind schedule. You ain't willing to kill that many niggas. Cause if you did, you'd be in prison. This town is way too small, and that many niggas ain't came up missing.
360.
I'm a mathematician, and I can give you your prescription. But really, my only profession is being a real ass nigga. I done stepped in game local history. The world I wanna go with business. My niggas is slanging out. I'm assembling armies all over. Your whole career is over. My niggas is stomping jazz.
All quarters.
Straight from paper in this constitution. No class bias can see the nukes flying when the demons fight the lions. Come see the nukes flying. Hey, come see the nukes flying. Come see the nukes flying. I see some nukes flying. Come see the nukes flying. Come see the nukes flying. I see some nukes flying. When demons fight lions, come see the nukes flying. Motherfucker, I ain't the lion. I'm great like Tony the Tiger. No fool, best put up your lighter, or we gon' start fucking fighting. No, I don't fucking care. Moonwalking with or without you. Yeah, the stage is my paper route. I heard you still stay at your mama's house. High clowns, never down in the sewer. It's a diamond, not no shit, but I'm the shit. Walking missile, see my art without a stencil. Dismantling of the government. You ain't ever seen no shit like this. Walking nigga, talking bitch. Wear my shoes, but they don't fit. You wish you could, but nothing shooting. No stars in my town. Fast cars, you do that, you spit bars, cause you get behind bars. That ain't shit to a nigga that wanna go to Mars. This ain't shit to a nigga that's got a lot hard. In the spaceship with my family and my boys. And anyone that's not with that, then I'll destroy. You see the nukes flying, come see the nukes flying. I see some nukes flying, come see the nukes flying. Come see the nukes flying, come see the nukes flying. When demons fight lions, come see the nukes flying. Come see the nukes flying. Come see the
You're good.
when demons fight
Yeah,
lions.
basically like a long ass outro on that. You know what I'm saying? I have to give you another one to. I have to give you another one to play here in a little bit. That's on my SoundCloud.
Definitely, homie. I can't wait to add the shit to the radio.
That's
Actually,
the
why
best.
don't you do? Oh, we lost your homie, guys. Why don't we do? There's that fucking static again.
Yeah.
Why don't you do a radio drop for Underground Wicked Radio? Hey,
What's up?
Big Ninja Man, hop off just for a second and then come back. I'm gonna have him do a radio drop, just so that static's not in there.
Yeah, I'll reset my phone and see if that's it.
Okay, homie.
Radio drop. Give me a definition of radio drop.
Saying your rap name and you're listening to Underground Wicked Radio with DJ Snickers, and then drop links.
Oh, okay, I got you. Shit. Well, you know, this is King Nique on Underground Wicked Radio, baby. Go ahead and follow me. Facebook, Dominique King. SoundCloud, King Nique 304. Instagram, King Nique 304. I'm with DJ Snickers, my homie Raz. King Nique, baby, Underground Wicked Radio. Make sure y'all follow them. If you don't know, now you know, baby. Shit.
Michael Cash, homie, you busy tonight? If you're not, when we are done this interview, man, why don't you hop on with us? Let's get your interview done.
Get it, baby. Get it.
Hell yeah. We ended up setting his interview date on Valentine's Day. Neither one of us even fucking realized the 14th was Valentine's Day. And just like, yeah, I think our old ladies are gonna kill us if we're hopping on a fucking interview on that day.
My
Bro,
girl looked at me all kinds of evil that day.
Yeah, so I was like, fuck, man. I didn't even realize it.
Bro, I did that same shit. I made like a bunch of different plans on Valentine's Day, and we all just hit each other up, and we were like, bro, fucking tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Like, what the fuck were we even thinking?
That was the same thing with me.
Mm-hmm.
It was a damn good plan when we all made these plans, but then the old women's like, Nick.
Nope.
Yeah. Yup.
All right, so homie,
what's up?
where is the most of your fan base out of, and why?
I would say, of course, like in my area, I've got, you know, which Huntington, West Virginia, I've got a good amount of my fan base there just because that's where I come from, obviously. But definitely my most striving area is a few different places in Ohio just because it is such a lot better of an underground scene in Ohio than it is here. Like if you're anywhere that it's kind of dead, of course, anywhere else you go that it's striving more, it's going to be a lot better. And it's definitely in Ohio. They do hella fucking shows. It's crazy because I was looking, and in my hometown, because I'm a promoter too, you know what I mean? In my hometown, I'm setting up, I have a show on 420 and I have a show on March 30th. And like my homie that I got on my 420 show, he was like, hey, do you have any more shows before 420? And I thought about it, and it's crazy because I literally have 6 shows that I'm throwing just in March in Columbus alone. You know what I'm saying? So that just says something itself just with the activity and how frequent things are and shit. So Columbus, different places in Ohio, just with me getting in, you know, good with a lot of the people there. And Crooked G is one of the people that I have to thank for that, the amount of that too, you know what I'm saying? So just Ohio is where I'm getting at. And then along Huntington, West Virginia, just because people have seen it and that's where I'm at, you know what I mean? Definitely my 2 places.
Yeah.
Hey, Ray, welcome back, man. You got like a really bad internet connection.
He's at 7-Eleven, go figure.
Was he working? Grinding while he's working. Fuck yeah,
Hell
man.
yeah. Always chasing that paper.
Hell yeah.
The bread,
Raz, homie, take a question.
All right. Hey, King, if you could collab with anyone from the mainstream or underground in any genre, what collab would you try to get?
Any genre, any collab. Let me see. Dead or alive? Does that matter? Or
Hell yeah.
Nope.
oh shit. Well, you already know Tupac, bro, would be my answer, and that I know that seems like a cliche, but honestly, the way that I see it, man, is I'm a revolutionary, even though I don't like to come off as being an activist, revolutionary type person. But we've never seen anybody in the world be able to do the things that Tupac did, even at his young age. Just the effect that he has and the effects and everything. That's the kind of person that I look up to. A lot of people do great things, but people who literally tell other people this is the way that it is, and I don't want it to be like that anymore, and this is how it's going to be. there's nobody else in this world that's been like that. And if there's anybody that can relate to what I do, it's him. You know what I mean? So if I could have, and if I got one collab with him and he got to meet me, bro, I swear we would be doing hella more. So that'd have to be my pick. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Shout out to Evil, and I'm going to say this wrong. I'm assuming that's Korkowski.
Korkowski.
I'm bad at pronouncing fucking names.
Is that Jewish?
Yep. Right? Woo, homie. Thank you for tuning
That's
in.
my brother. Evil's my brother from the King Disciples Nomads up in, I think he's up in Pennsylvania, I
1, 2,
believe.
3, 4, 5.
That's what's up. King's Disciples, baby. I fuck with that. That's actually what I was gonna name my clothing brand. Like clothing brand. You can't go wrong with that name at all, bro.
Yeah. Oh, they a nice little MC.
Hell yeah, that's dope. It's
Big
nice
Ninja homie, what do you got for a question? We're gonna cut over to another song after.
Okay, how
let me
about
send you a
this?
link to one.
How about this, man? If you could do any event, whether it was underground or not, maybe like say the Gathering, Lollapalooza, something like that, what event would you want to play?
Even though, this would kind of be like a mainstream type answer too, I'd say Bonnaroo or Rolling Loud. You know what I'm saying? One of those, it pretty much, if you've got to one of those points, you should be able to, it's not like you made it, because I hate whenever people say shit like, this is the point you made it or something like that. But if you get to that level and if you don't take that opportunity and run with it, you're doing something wrong. So if I got to that point, I would take that and everything with it, and I would fucking run with it. You know what I'm saying? So that one of those would have to be my pick. Something on that kind of scale, something like that would be it. You know what I'm saying? So Rolling Loud, Bonnaroo, definite picks.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Which the Gathering, any of those gatherings, you know what I mean? Those would be an honor too. But that's something that I would have to prepare myself more so I could make sure that my set was very accepted in that situation. That's why I try to do as much music as I possibly can so I can thrive in different environments. You know what I'm saying? But as long as I had like 2 months to at least get 3 or 4 more tracks and then mesh them with the other tracks I had, something like the Gathering, I would love to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because those any groups of people, I can mesh with any types of groups of people, but I just want to make sure that I'm prepared properly for anything. You know what I'm saying? Anything like that. So but any of those top events would be an honor,
Hell yeah.
Michael Cash, definitely when we're done this interview, let's get you on.
Hey,
All right, we are going to play Sirens.
Yes, my man. Play that. I think they'll dig that.
Tell us about this before we cut over. What made you decide to write this song?
Well, this song actually, I do songs a lot of different ways. I pride myself on working a lot and doing a lot of different songs. I'm not one of those people who's, I'm gonna do an album and sell that, and I'm not gonna oversaturate it and shit. Fuck that. I love doing this shit. You know what I mean? Honestly, I got in the studio one day, and I like to make songs I take different blueprints to different songs. Sometimes I don't want to have too much pressure on myself, like, oh, I want to go in and write about this. Sometimes I want to go in and just be like, turn on a fucking beat and just start writing. I went in there, this beat spoke to me, and I just started writing bar for bar for bar. And then, I got to the last 2 lines of what I felt were the verse. And then I had the last 2 lines of the verse, and I said, that's going to be my fucking hook. You know what I'm saying? And that's what kind of built it all. I chose the name just based off of the hook. And then, coincidentally, the word sirens is said in the first verse too. You know what I mean? So it all just kind of came together like that. You know what I'm saying? But I think that Underground Wicked Radio will enjoy this song that I have right here. And I've performed this song a couple times, and this will actually be on my mixtape that was supposed to drop on January 17th, but some things happened. This is me announcing the official release date for my mixtape, The Year of the Lion, that will now be dropping on March 2nd, 2017. This will be a track for it, and I will have a music video dropping for this track before March 2nd. So, Sirens.
Yeah, we're right back. Sirens.
Awesome.
I don't fuck with niggas, I don't trust these niggas. Real nigga walking, I kill them with persistence on the mission just to get it. I've been flipping like a gymnast. Rap when I hit the center, they gon' have to fucking kill me unless they want another Martin Luther King. Red beam aimed at Bob Marley's son, same jeans. I want peace, but if you fuck with me, I'ma have to turn to 1992 version of Machiavelli. Speakers heavy, military, strapped and ready to kill the white devil and all of my idols. I'm reading the Bible, all of this shit's a lie though. I don't know, I'm just high, bro. On my pedestal, looking down on all you little peasant fools. Your verse was definitely better than mine. You killed the fucking rhymes. I feel like I'm playing dumb, probably like 99% of the times. Ending. Friendly, can hear the sirens blow. Damn, bitch, your heart is pumping at your chest. I'm feeling on your breast, I'm kissing on your neck. In between your legs, lean back and take a breath. I'll put your soul to rest. Screams and the cries that we back up in the bed. The world is in and I don't give a fuck. The world is in and I don't give a fuck. The world is in and I don't give a fuck. The world is in and I don't give a fuck. The world is ending. The world is ending. The world is ending. The world is ending. The world is ending and I don't give a fuck. The world is ending and I don't give a fuck. The world is ending. 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 I'm a sinner, smoking on that hellfire when I enter. Niggas think they got it, I'm really about it. When you talking about this rap shit, go ahead and crown me. I go 0 to 1,000 in about 10 seconds. They said that your mind could be used as a weapon, nigga, so go ahead and use it. I put my soul in this music, but the real world is confusing. Now come see this revolution. I don't fuck around, you little stupid. Now you must have me confused with some lame Rick James stump, you no respect. Jigga what? Jigga who? My gang can stump the Pyrus. And some Jews in the White House we're taking back. Now know what happens when some young niggas start running the country. Propaganda try to put you all against me. Obama just hit Donald Trump with the text. He mustered up some words, just what he said next. The world is in and I don't give a fuck. The world is in and I don't give a fuck. The world is in. The world is ending. The world is ending. The world is ending. The world is ending and I don't give a fuck. The world is ending and I don't give a fuck. The world is ending. The world is ending. The world is ending. The world is ending.
Yes, sir. Hope y'all like that, man. Hope y'all like that.
Definitely gonna be adding these to the radio. By the way, homie, I forgot to ask. I need a favorite movie because I like to have fun with the radio drops. And I'll show you an example of why I ask for a favorite movie.
Dope. Yeah, let me see. I'm interested to see that.
Yeah,
Shoot, I got a few of them.
I'll play a radio drop for you. I like cut the radio drops. Here's one I made last night. He said he liked V for Vendetta.
Beneath this mask, there is more than flesh. Beneath this mask, there is an idea, Mr. Creedy. And ideas are bulletproof. What's up, everybody? This is Trip 6, Underground Wicked Radio, here with DJ Snickers, Raz, Big Ninja. Good honor to meet you, and you may call me V. Some links. Verily, this vicious swaz of verbiage veers most verbose. So just go on YouTube and look up Trip 6, TRIPPCIXXX. Facebook. Right now, my name on YouTube, my username is Trip7Abla, ABLA. Tell me, do you enjoy music? Where the fuck did they come up with that at? Percussion instruments are my specialty. What the fuck does that have to do with Trip 6? So yeah, so YouTube is Trip 6, Facebook is Trip 6, Instagram is Trip 6. It's always Trip 6, CIXXX. I promise you it'll be like nothing you've ever seen.
Ew,
You might
that's
see it
it.
spelled differently from place to place. The powers of observation continue to serve you well. Great. Some asshole.
I like that.
Well, the radio drops.
Yeah, that's dope. That's hard to compete with because, I mean, Viva Vendetta, you could get some nice ass clips out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh, yeah.
Ah, man. See, I've got a few, and it's unfortunate because, I've got 2 kids and everything I got to be with and shit. So, honestly, the past like 3 or 2 years, I've just been watching cartoons, to be honest with you. You know what I mean?
I do cartoons too, man. I fucking Whitney Payton. Do you know who Whitney Payton is?
Yes, I do. Yep.
All right. Razman, take a question while I find this.
All right. We'll give you one to think on. All right, King. Name 10 things you can do with a paperclip.
10 things I could do with a paperclip. Shit.
Yep.
I know I can pop my SIM card out with a paperclip. I know that I could put some papers together with a paperclip. Oh, man. I can honestly probably stab somebody's eyeball out with a paperclip. So that's 3 I got. I could stick a paperclip in a piece of popcorn chicken and eat the popcorn chicken with a paperclip. So that's 4. I'm not even halfway there. Oh, that's a tough one. What's number 5 that I can have? Man, are there people that I can actually answer that and say 10 things? Like,
I'll tell you why when you're done. Why we asked this question?
Oh shit! Let me keep it going. I ran out of them a little bit. Can I just say 5, or do I gotta get to 10? Is it a definite 10?
Gotta be 10.
Okay. I said stabbing somebody's eyeball. So would killing a hamster count as number 5? If I could, I know I could kill a hamster with one. I know that sounds kind of fucking brutal and shit. That's kind of fucked up. But let's see. Ooh, if I had to tie a paperclip to the end of a shoelace, and if I was looking for something, I could kind of hook it. I could hook it with the paperclip. You know what I'm saying? Grab it under there, pull it back. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that counts, but that would be number 6 if I could get that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ooh, I got another one too. If there was like a tack that I had, and I put that on there, and I needed to be able to, which I guess I could just tack it in. But if I needed to do some kind of rigging up with posting something up, I could connect the paperclip to the tack, and then wrap the paperclip around that shit. So if that counts, that's 7. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, this is
You smoke
tough.
weed?
Oh, bro, I ended up getting put on probation.
Well, think about using a paper clip and weed, man.
I could stick a paper clip in a roach, and I could do that. That's another good one. Thank you for the hint on that. That's nice. I just need 2 more. What else could I do here? Y'all are quizzing me, man. That shit came out of left field. If I didn't, I don't know if I've ever done this before, but this just came to my mind. If there was something stuck in my fucking foot or something, and for some reason I didn't have no tweezers, I'd be able to use a little paper clip to dig that shit out. So for my finale, if I absolutely had to, I would pierce my ear with a paper clip. I don't know what I would need to do so instantly, but
I had a producer on for an interview, and normally it was 10 things to do with a pencil. And he would ask this during an interview. If they could not name 10 things you could do with a pencil, they didn't get hired.
That'd be tough, man. Putting you on the spot like that. Shoot, that was tough to figure out. You know, maybe if I had some more time, but you on the spot and all this shit, and in interviews and type of stuff like that, you just sitting there in the pressure for real on. So,
shoot, you know what, man? Yeah. I've never done a science question on an interview, so let's do an earth science question, man.
Okay, here we go.
See how smart you are.
Hit me with it.
So where does lightning come from? Where does it strike? From the ground or the sky?
Oh, bro, you killing me with that one. It's hard telling where lightning comes from with all these conspiracies and shit. But honestly, is that a multiple choice? Did you say the ground or the sky?
Ground or the sky? Where does it strike from?
Oh, I feel like this is a trick question, but I would have to guess the sky. But I feel like you're going to tell me the ground, just
the ground, man. The ground.
So you're gonna have to explain that one with me so I can learn a little something on that.
I guess static builds up in the ground and there's static in the sky, so it pulls electricity out of the earth. So when people are running thinking the lightning comes from the sky, they're wrong. I was a straight A student in earth science. It actually comes from the ground and goes up. And sometimes it meets in the middle in the sky.
So you said electricity in the ground, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's funny how shit works, ain't it? You know what I mean? That's why I try not to. Some people talk about shit. I was just talking about some flat earth shit with people, you know what I mean? Shit is just fucking way out of my league, you know what I'm saying? I just do what I do. I just know that there's way too much to all this shit for me to try to get involved with these type of things, you know what I mean? I just do what I do.
Sure.
And I just know that there's more than meets the eye, you know what I'm saying? I just kind of go with it.
All right, another question, Raz, and I'll let you take one. What's your take on religion, man? Do you believe in mystical beings flying down on fucking chariots in the sky?
Hey, I believe that, honestly, that I could believe that happened. But as far as religions go, you know, I feel like there's some good within every religion. I do personally believe in many higher beings and many higher different things. You know what I'm saying? As far as religion goes, I feel like anything that anybody makes, even though something may have some good in it, it's got to have personal gain to it. You know what I mean? So as people get, you know, farther down the line with stuff, it could get more tainted. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't get more involved. The type of person that I am is I take from every religion anything positive. I believe that everything has a message in it that can be taken and ran with. If you don't like a message, you can still take that and learn from it and go with it. You know what I mean? But those are the things that interest me the most. You know what I mean? Is different people's. I consider anybody an elder that passes knowledge down. Stuff like that is the most interesting thing to me. Like people who are leaders in their words that still live on. That kind of stuff really intrigues me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't ever try to belittle anybody's other thing. I take shit from Christianity. I take shit from Hinduism, Muslim, Nation of Gods and Earths are one of my big influences whenever I first started out. And it's definitely all true, you know what I mean? But people try to overcomplicate shit and they try to control people's lives. Sometimes that's the one bad thing about religion is you got to do this, you got to do that. Shit, man, there's a fucking God, you know what I mean? Well, why do you got to do all this other stuff, you know what I mean?
There is a God, but not what the Bible describes, man. I think the Bible was made up for mind control. Because you think about it, there's religions that are 4,000 or 5,000 years older than the Bible.
Shit older than that.
Yep.
And I can agree with that. You know, there's one thing that I could conflict with that, as you say, it's made up necessarily. And I believe that it could be conformed and made to a certain way. But I'll tell you this, how do you explain stuff like this? I was going through and this is something I normally wouldn't share, but, you know, this kind of shit's cool to me. Like I said, it may be cool to somebody else. You know, there was an episode that I had where I was just into all kinds of like psychotic type shit. You know what I mean? And for some reason, I was inspired, compelled to pick up the Bible and shit like that. So you go about your day, and then maybe there's something that's talking about a red train and you know, seeing like a green cloud or something like that. And then you read about that and you see that, and then what happens whenever you go out 2 hours later and you see something like that? You see something like that just completely describes something that you see within that Bible earlier, or maybe it happens the other way.
Well, somebody just joined us, so I got to ask you this question. What's your take on necrophiliac?
Oh, God. Are you asking me that question?
Yep.
Oh, man. See, in the underground world, I've just now been starting to be around people who's been talking about necrophiliac stuff. I just now learned about it. I don't understand it, you know what I'm saying? But my biggest question is, do people really do that? Do people really
I don't know,
that?
Crooked G. Do you really do that?
Crooked, have you ever done that? Crooked, have you ever done that? Just tell me.
Personally, I have never done it. However, it has always been a thought. But that's all besides the point.
Nothing wrong with thoughts. That doesn't make it as bad. But I did see somebody post about they were trying to buy a dead body off of the black market on the internet or something.
Oh wow!
And that would be the reason why I feel like somebody would try to buy a dead body is to do some shit like that.
You don't need to go to the black market to go buy a dead body. All you need to do is go to your nearest graveyard. As long as the dirt is fresh and it's on the tomb, you know what I'm saying? It's a fresh body. It hasn't been there long, so fuck it.
So he did. He has thought about this.
Yes, he has.
Oh, that's crazy. That's
Crooked
crazy.
G, homie. Take a question, man.
So King Nique, he said take a question. So
I hear good stuff about you, bro.
this is my
Hey,
label owner.
much love, you guys. Much love, Suicide. I respect everything y'all do, man. I love it. I love it.
This is my
Opportunities,
label owner.
opportunities that have came from you guys already.
Crooked speaks nothing but good about you, bro. Nothing but good about you.
Hey, Crookie, you know I appreciate it, man. I got Crooked to thank. We'll get into that later. The thanks that I could give to my man Crooked, for real.
My question for you, King Nique, is let everybody out there know what we can expect from you within the next, I'd say, year. By this time, 2019, what can we expect from you?
By this time next year, and I've thought about it because I'm trying to think ahead with the things that I'm doing within these next few months. What is it? My bad. I didn't catch you on that.
And the only reason why I asked that question is because ever since ever since I first met you in Crown City, Ohio, I've just been seeing the constant grind and the constant passion and the constant pushing to get yourself better, to get yourself out there more. And I can't say enough. What I see you doing is what I'm trying to teach these dudes in Colorado to do. Is to sit there and push and keep on striving and keep on just going forward, to sit there and take what you know is yours. I mean, hey, I'm saying, so what can we expect from you?
Well, pretty much my plan is, because I'll be honest with you guys, I was out there hustling trees and shit like that before, so I wasn't as worried about things maybe as much as I should have been. So I had to figure out a way to be able to get income in. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I went out, I paid my dues, and I went on to shows, and I started learning the ropes. And I saw what other people do, and I just saw that I could do that. So that's why I started throwing these shows. If people don't want to pay artists, really, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to find people that just want to pay artists. So you have to do things yourself. I realized that it's all about the connections. It's all about the connections that you have and making friends with the right people. So I slowly did that, and I was able to build the base that I have now. With I can set shows up on a little mini tour if I want to. I have venues in different cities. So I'm just doing singular shows right now. I want to be able to build and do bigger and bigger shows and build up the money that I have to be able to get bigger shows and get bigger names and just keep on getting myself up higher and farther out within that network. So hopefully, and we got DJ Unk coming March 24th. That's the biggest name that I've got so far. He's the very bottom of the ladder, but I plan on being successful with that and getting someone bigger. And then making more that time, and then getting someone bigger and bigger, and then just meeting these people, getting in different networks, just like I got with you guys. And look where it's got me here. This is my first live radio interview. You know what I'm saying? So doing just constant growth and constant uphill. By summertime, I want to be able to throw multiple festivals myself and be a part of multiple festivals. And then the latter part of the year, I want to get my income up. And by the end of that, I'm hoping that I'm working with bigger artists, and I surround myself with even bigger artists and stuff like that. I have, an album online, and just constant uphill and surrounding myself with the right people. So whatever that means, I'm just trying to run with every opportunity that I can, and just hope that one stepping stone gets me to the next stepping stone, and that people, follow that, and then people try to do the same thing and follow the same path with me, and then we all are there together in the end. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. I can definitely dig that, man. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to touch base on you sitting there saying you've seen the opportunity, and
I think we lost him.
And it's your first live radio, because the reason why I say that, you see that symbol right there on DJ Snickers' screen?
Yes.
That's our record label.
Yes.
DJ Snickers is my cousin. And me and him, we have worked together. Well, the record label, Wicked Tendency Records and Underground Wicked Radio, have worked together for so long and just has so much respect for each other that we just merged the label in the radio station. And now Underground Wicked Radio is the official station of Wicked Tendency Records.
Hell yeah.
So that being said, you're fucking with me, now you fuck with all my people, so I can I sit there and say my obliges, you know what I'm saying, respect you, you know what I'm saying, we're getting on your first live radio show. That's nothing but love.
Nothing to love.
Yeah. I like hearing that. Being the first interview too. You never forget.
Never forget it, bro. I'll never forget it. It's an honor to be with you guys and all that stuff, you know. So I love it. I love it all, man. It's a journey. It's a journey.
Speaking of, Underground Wicked Radio is going to be moving to Colorado before fucking winter hits.
Hey, Snickers.
Congrats.
Can I ask King Nique a question?
Go for it.
Okay, I got a question for you, man. Like, I want your opinion on the I think our up on us here.
You're good. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, I couldn't tell. I thought his phone froze up. Okay, so what's your opinion about the state of the underground scene right now?
Are you talking about generally or in a specific area or?
I mean, what is your opinion on the?
I personally think that it could be better, but I feel like that there's good people within it. And that's why I talk so much about doing people doing things together, and it's like a string effect. It's like a string that kind of goes round and round. You know what I'm saying? And I also preach family. So pretty much, we all just need to understand bringing people to our place and bringing people to other places and keep going and going. Which you're going to find people that are volatile and they don't want to help you and stuff. And that's the part of the underground. That people get there because they have money or they get there for different reasons, you know what I'm saying? But as long as the right people are involved and stuff, I think that the underground scene is well, and it's starting to become smaller than what I realized it was, which is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? You see people in all these, just like even DJ Snicker showed me the interview that he had with Shaggy Two Dope earlier. And then he tells me I had an interview with Whitney Payton, King Crimson. You start to hear all these names, and you realize that these people are just people, you know what I'm saying? And that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Once we all like actually get to know each other, you find the right people, they get you here higher. You use that to jump and you get higher. And then you just keep going and going. And then eventually we get to that point to where we're satisfied and you can't stop. You know what I'm saying? So it's good because that opportunity is there. We just got to find the people that are the wrong people necessarily, and they can still be used even if they're the wrong people. But you know, I think that we're in a good state with it. I think that it's going in the right direction and things are starting to shift, and the underground is starting to take over in a sense. But we'll have to see. People have different perspectives, really. You know what I mean? But we can change it even if it's not good. You know.
Speaking of, you never did name a cartoon or movie. You said you wanted to hear Whitney Payton's radio drop, so
you want to play.
She got a fucking kick out of this. She told me she likes South Park, so here you go.
Going down south, I'm gonna have myself a
Listen, you donkey rapping shit eater! Donkey rapping shit eater. Don't baby, she did it. This is Whitney Payton. Oh my God! Whitney Payton. What's the big fucking deal, bitch? Yeah. Talking it up. On the Underground Wicked Radio. How would you like to suck my balls? How would you like to suck my balls? Holy shit, dude.
She fucking shared that shit for like a month.
Yo, that's classic. That's classic. Oh shit, that's what I'm saying. Is if I feel like if I tell you my movies that are my favorites, I can't really fucking. It would be impressive if you find a dope drop to be able to put in with those things. I swear to God. But I would say I love movies that inspire me in different ways. Man of Steel is a movie that inspired me a lot just because of the concept.
Never done Superman, man.
Yeah, the first Man of Steel. I remember there was two movies that came out around the same time that are two of my favorites. And it was a time where I was still going through the same thing, and everything I took in, it was just like, it was Man of Steel and Pacific Rim were two movies that had so many interesting concepts within them that I just.
The second Pacific Rim?
I haven't seen the second Pacific Rim. Like I said, it's been tough. And like whenever I watch movies and I listen to albums or anything, I absorb so much of them that I wait for the right time to watch them or listen to them. You know what I mean? And I haven't watched the second Pacific Rim, but that's one of my favorites. Chappie is one that the concepts and the ideals
Chappie.
and that.
You would say Chappie, man. I actually interviewed Diane Antwood.
For real?
You know the rappers. Yeah, man. They had like 400 views on their shit. They're from Africa. And a lot of people don't realize this is Ninja and Yolando are actually married.
Well, I knew
their husband and wife, man.
I knew that they were kind of like a grouped couple type thing, but I didn't realize they were actually in a relationship. That is makes it that much more dope. You know what I mean? And just imagine from their perspective, them being able to do a major hit movie like that and have that in history together to where they played parents to, you know, such a character like that. Shit.
Not just that, Yolando just starred in the new Star Trek movie.
Wow,
that came out last year.
That's inspiring because to me, one of my biggest goals is that I want to be in movies and eventually write movies after I get through my music phase of my career. So that kind of stuff to me is I fucking love that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah, homie. We're going to play another song because LB Sickening is having trouble finding your music. Actually, I want to play Let It Go or Let It Out. I listened to this earlier today.
Dope.
We're going to play this and we'll be right back.
Shout out to Lily. Shout out Big
I asked my boy Nique and Big K if they could do songs for me. They said they were gonna write 5 songs. Go ahead and let Big K hop up on me one time. Go ahead.
Test the time, I blasted and we tested mine. Past the mine, we'll stay in mine. Right behind this ass of mine. This ass of mine, it's all in the battery. Yes, it's out the line. The lyrical mind around the clock. Keep it to quarters and nickel to dimes. It's easy to see. Count it up. Keep it 100 my G. If you want to be what you couldn't be, take it from me. That's the lead. You want to see what you couldn't see. P, the LHP, up in the trees. Highs to be. We're doing a rolling with leaves. Watching them burn, smoking the breeze. I want to learn, know what it means. Why does people concern with me? Why do you care my company? It's certainly concerning me. Seriously sounding so green. Lost up my buzz, the light I can bring. The in the dark, you lives and ring. How can I help you? Don't have a thing. Except for a studio, passionate dream. Shaking these haters like a king. Roll the switch, you see what I mean. All of us are trying to see what I mean. Oh, that is a dream. I claim to be the best damn thing, cuz dirt will always grow flowers. If you lost hope, this is our hours. Something's got to touch my tongue, I need to let it out. Something's got to touch my tongue, I need to let it out. Like having a mic in the closet, leave a mark with a passion. Something's got to touch my tongue, I need to let it out. Something's got to touch my tongue, I need to let it out. A human fire torture, dragon said I'm switching the game. Competition, they all lame. My team, they all great. Smoking on grade A. The cops, they said, fuck them. Now why do you want to cuff them? The fact that I'm busting, kissed them like a bee. Fuck you on me. Like Muhammad Ali. You think you can tell me what the fuck to do? How the hell to move? How much money I'ma make? I'ma never change, nigga. I was born to rap, nigga, with some automatic killers. Niggas by my side like pistols. You ready to do it? I can never lose. Keep them squares about your circle in your motherfucking pocket. The president's your honor. That's what made me do it. On the interstate, about to make some music. Just to tell you, pussy niggas, you useless. With the Lily and BK, spitting fucking flames on it. Steady watching my back. I know six in the grass will attack. Something's about to touch my tongue, I need to let it out. Something's about to touch my tongue, I need to let it out. Put the state on the map. Gonna earn that respect. Something's about to touch my tongue, I need to let it out. Something's about to touch my tongue, I need to let it out.
Good shit, homie, right there. Hey, Beastie YTE, hit up Underground Wicked Radio on Facebook or Jeremiah Finley. I'll set you up, homie. Link me some music.
I was just in the studio with the homie Beastie, man. That's one of the realest in my city right there. He's the leader of one of his groups, YTE. They're a great group. You know what I'm saying? They would be Beastie. All of them would be great to interview. You know what I'm saying? So definitely hit them up.
Hell yeah. Get him up on here. Get his music in rotation. Hey, Crooked G, man. Take another question.
Second question. Okay. You could go anywhere in the world on tour. where would you want to go, and who would you want to go on tour with?
Shoot, dead or alive? I asked that earlier when they asked me a question. Dead or alive? Do they have to be alive?
Anybody.
Shoo! Oh man, if I could go anywhere in the world, I don't even know if they have venues there, man. But somewhere like fucking Africa would be sick.
They got venues, believe it or not.
Oh man, that would be beautiful. God, where is one of the most beautiful places? I've never thought of this, but somewhere like France or something. Like, I'm a person who loves things that are just beautiful to my eyes that you're not used to seeing. You know what I mean? That's the kind of shit that I'm about. Just anything like that, you know what I mean? And I could go back to Flatbush Zombies, Tupac, Underachievers, anybody that's revolutionaries and speak real shit. I'm not talking about that real like that shit. I'm not talking about like the conscious type shit, because that shit's like cool, but I don't like people who like rap like they're better or like smarter than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be like this mystique to it. You know what I mean? There's got to be this thing to where the way that you're sending a message, it just means so much more than just da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So people like that, if I could fucking tour Tupac if he was still alive, obviously if I could tour fucking somebody like Lil Wayne, you know what I mean? Like, just someone of that stature. Young Jeezy is another one, but he's kind of, my music isn't ready for that yet. You know what I'm saying? But
does he even do music anymore? I haven't seen nothing from him. Really?
Yeah, he does. I listen. I keep up on him.
He definitely probably is out there fucking making money from like features and shit and dropping shit here and there. You know what I'm saying? But I don't doubt that some of those dudes are making so much money illegally, you know what I'm saying, that it's hard probably to just stay with this rap shit, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to put it out there like that, you know what I'm saying, but somebody like that, I just there's people I look up to, you know, like I said, like Wayne. I haven't been big into the music, you know, scene in the music world as much as I probably should have recently. About 2012, 2013 was whenever I was heavy in the music shit, you know what I mean? Drake is another person. That sounds crazy, but Drake is someone, people talk about his pen game and shit like that. Lil Wayne, I talked about this earlier. I'm all about I love making music. You know what I mean? Young Money is one of the best examples. Lil Wayne, Drake, you see how many songs they have on the radio and how many people they work with. That's the kind of person I want to be like. I just want to make as many songs as I can and put them out in the universe so my music lives forever. You know what I'm saying? So those kind of people really, really inspire me a lot. You know what I mean? So if I could be around those people, that'd be love. Wiz Khalifa is another one who really inspired me around that same time.
What about underground? Strictly underground. Who would you want to perform with?
Strictly underground that I would want to perform with? That's tough. Trippie Redd is somebody right now that I really love. I don't know how underground he is. I know that LSP is doing a lot of different things. Murder Music they've been a little less inactive. You know what I'm saying? But
they're on tour right now. I've interviewed everybody on Murder Music and LSP.
Wow. So, you know, someone like them, I just know that they had the thing where their label, it collapsed and then they redesigned it. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know how much of an exact effect that had. But just anybody that's kind of like on that Mount Rushmore of the underground and stuff like that, of course. Because me, the kind of person I am, like I said, with my kids, I don't get time to just be able to sit and like listen to other people's music. I get to people's music whenever I stumble upon it the right way. You know what I'm saying? So there's not many people that I, you know, get to personally just fall in love with like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? So
have you heard of Bloody Ruckus on LSP?
I've heard of Bloody Ruckus, you know, but I haven't.
You hear that bullshit going on where the fucking girl cut off her finger in a video and he's being sued and shit?
No, I didn't. It's not the girl it's not the girl who made a necklace out of her fingers, is it?
No, she cut her finger off and somebody drank it from a shot glass. And American, fuck man, I can't think of the TV show. They actually did an episode on this. I just had Bloody Ruckus on for his third interview. I actually got a homie singing Jingle Bells with him. Check this shit out.
Wow. Howdy, man. But yeah, no, real talk though. Hey, shout out to Bubbles. You hear this, Bubbles? Yo, Bloody Ruckus right here. How you doing? I call shit all day. Shout outs to you. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't, and you don't have to sing it, you can hum it. Okay, let me sing it. Jingle bells. Jingle all the way.
That's great.
I can't remember the name, so I'll tell you what, guys. Look, I'm kind of fucked in my head, so I can remember the beginning, and you are tuned in live with DJ Snickers and DJ Gonzo at Underground Wicked Radio. It's fucking crazy. Cult shit. Plenty of time. Yeah, how you doing, son? Cult shit, Dad. Cult shit.
That's great.
Man. Yeah, I've interviewed them all. I've actually interviewed Scum at a concert. In Ohio, there was these fucking juggalettes fighting, and before that, I got video clips before this happened. The DJ kept fucking up and had the reverb and all this other shit too high, so Scum was getting pissed. Him and Insane Poetry. I just had Insane Poetry and Chucky Chuck and the DRB on for an interview. They're making a CD together.
Wow.
But they went up on stage fighting, and Scum finally said, I'm fucking done. He laid on the stage and gave up.
Wow.
Didn't even finish his set. He was fucking pissed.
That's wild. Shit like that, man. It's crazy how shit like that. People allow that kind of shit to happen. You know what I mean? It's the same thing I talk about opportunities. Like, you have people like that. Like, who are these people like working with to where they don't give a fuck that much to let something like that happen? You would think that you would want to, work with someone so well that they want to work with you again when you come back. But it's like, I don't get it, man. I don't get some of these dudes out here.
Well, my homie, Easy606, carried him out of the venue, but Scum had just had enough. He's like, fuck all this. All right, homie. You know Easy606?
I don't know Easy606. I don't. It sounds familiar, but
out of Kentucky. He's done a lot of fucking shit over the years. I think he's been at it for 18 years.
Wow. I don't know who it is, but things like this situations make me know who he is, so I'm interested.
I'll definitely link you. So what are your thoughts on the current state of the mainstream?
Current thoughts on the mainstream. I think that it's got a bad stigma. I don't think that it's as bad as some people make it seem, but we could have better leaders. I will say that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm hoping. It's like people say the same thing happens with like the political system is when things are so much over here that it pisses people so much off over here that it shifts to where these people go back over this way. So I'm hoping that we get the right leaders from people being so tired of it that it shifts back. Right now it is full of some bullshit. I won't lie. And I feel like there was like an era where people were having so much fun and they didn't care anymore. And I feel like that's where we went wrong. You know what I'm saying? People just didn't care no more. You know what I mean? And life's not a party for all of us. You know what I mean? And that's what music is for people. People want to listen to music like life's a party, and it's not. You know what I'm saying? And that's like so many people that listen to music and shit, there's like no messages in it. And like I said, I'm not the kind of person that likes to hear people preaching and shit like that. But music has lost its magic, kinda. It still has magic, but
shout out to Ashley Smith for tuning in. And with you saying that, man, I just had Mars on from Dark Lotus. I was fucking disappointed, man. I've been listening to his music for a long time, and the whole fucking interview he preached about God. He's a Bible thumper now.
Wow. And you said you didn't like that, huh?
He didn't talk nothing about his music. It was all about God and religion.
So was he tripping or something?
No, he wasn't tripping. He pretty much
I don't know, man.
Like his little niche in the religion area, and he ran with it.
So, and I don't think it's bad. I don't know. I really don't. I think were you talking about this in the Murder Click interview? I'm not 100% sure if it's the same thing, but
same thing. Yep.
I can't knock anybody that. It just depends on how they go about it. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that overpower you with stuff, and that's going to be in any situation. It's kind of like, you should be able to pick up when someone doesn't want to hear about a certain thing anymore. You know what I mean? And some people do it, and it's fine. You know what I mean? Forcing it down somebody's throat is one thing. You know what I mean?
We went from 250 people tuned in on the radio because we're running through the radio and YouTube. It went down to like 19 people after he started preaching about God.
Well, shoo. See, but I am interested to go watch it now. You know what I'm saying? Which is one thing, you know what I mean? But that
Me
shit's
and Big
crazy.
Ninja, me and Big Ninja was on with him for like 2 hours, even after the airstream stopped, because Snickers' internet dropped out on him.
What did you think about it?
It was kind of cool because I grew up listening to him, and like I've had my little bouts with religion and everything too. So it's kind of refreshing to hear someone saying, "Hey, this is good," instead of "Oh, you're going to hell" type shit.
I got respect for him because he's trying to go a different route with his music than horrorcore. There's too many horrorcore rappers, so I got respect for that.
Oh, he kills it with that Thrive video.
He does. Honestly, he's still doing the wicked shit, but about the Bible.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked it. Okay, here's my thing. I liked, because I asked him 2 questions. I mean, I liked it other than one of the answers he gave, at least because I've studied like the 12 major religions of the world. I'm very knowledgeable when it comes to religions. The only thing I didn't like about it that I personally asked him was one of his answers basically just kind of like shit all over an answer he gave previous, or it kind of like self-defeated his own argument.
And that's kind of the problem with it sometimes. You know what I mean? But it just depends. Like, is he like not cursing? Is he strictly speaking on God? Is he speaking on a religion, or how's he going about it?
It was just how he answered it. Okay, I'll tell you basically how he answered it, because this wasn't on air. Like, I asked him, I was like, okay, I asked him 2 questions. I was like, do you think that your God, or the Christian God, is like the one true God? And in a really like long, hacked up way, he said yes. And I said, okay, but I was like, so you don't think there's any other path to salvation? And then he went to say, oh, well, yeah, but I mean, I guess somebody else could find it through like Allah or like something else from that. So to me, it was like he basically just contradicted himself.
I'm actually working on. Do you know who Sicktanic is from SKR?
I know I've heard Sicktanic. I know that I've heard that. Once again, I don't get familiar with people's music unless I have to, you know what I'm saying? But I know I've heard Sicktanic before.
I'm going to get Sicktanic and Mars on an interview because Sicktanic is a straight out devil worshiper. He believes in the devil. And he's a good guy, man. Like, I don't give a shit what anyone says about him. His morals are good, but he believes in the devil. And Mars believes in God. Do you know what kind of interview that would be?
That'd be great. You should do something like that. That'd be awesome. See, personally, I mean, why wouldn't I believe in both of them, though? You know what I'm saying? If I believe in multiple gods, really, you know what I'm saying? But it would be interesting to hear people talk. That would be really interesting to do, for real. You should do that.
Shout out
and
to Donna
Sicktanic would have respect for him. He wouldn't diss him or nothing because, like, I've had him on for a 3-hour interview. Woo woo, fam. But yeah, Sicktanic and Mars, just I can see the conversation going on. It would be fucking crazy. All right, let's ask some more questions, and we're gonna cut over to another song. Let's get off this God stuff here. All right, so have you always thought of someone? Damn it. Have you ever thought someone should make a TV show promoting the underground, bringing upcoming artists onto like a TV show, MTV?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. They should definitely do something like that, which me personally, which that's a great thing about the internet, is I believe that everybody should document the things that they do. You know what I mean? That's why things like this are interesting. That's like Raz mentioned that he'd followed him for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So actually being able to see into his life and see the way that he really thought was great. And those are the kind of dynamics that I love too, is being able to see stuff like that. So as much as people hate it as figures and stuff like this, you got to let people see your life, especially whenever you keep going into stuff. So I think that anything should be documented, and they definitely should try to get more underground rappers out to inspire other people to be able to see the kind of things that it takes and the kind of just everything about it. You know what I'm saying? So definitely,
Do you know who T-Pain is?
What is it?
T-Pain?
Yes, I'm familiar with T-Pain for sure.
Someone off our record label, and I won't say who because they're going to be dropping this later, just did a music video with him, and they're going to be on a reality TV show in 2018 on Netflix.
Ooh, that's fucking legit. Shit like that. Netflix is doing the right things. They're doing the things that other people aren't really doing, and I think that they're doing good things. That's going to be interesting. Definitely let me know whenever that shit comes up because I want to be sent or told whenever that shit comes up because I want to be able to see some shit like that, especially if you're connected to them, man. Like,
oh yeah,
Sure.
talk to him almost every night. Ashley Smith, man, hit that subscribe button because you never know who we're gonna have on Underground Wicked Radio. Speaking of Raz, 28th of next month, Ron Jeremy will be on Underground Wicked Radio.
Ron Jeremy, baby, hey.
We're gonna have fun with this shit, man.
That's dope.
Fucking perverted questions for him.
That brings up the question for you, King.
Oh Lord,
have you ever got your Red Wings?
No, I've not. You know, the thing about me is I don't even like putting foods that I've never really tasted in my mouth. I don't even do it when it ain't that time of the month. So, and I hate to put my business out there, but
I got to tell him a story on this. Brother Lynch Hung and Dilemma. Do you know who they are?
Yes, Brother Lynch Hung. I know Brother Lynch Hung.
Dilemma was on the song My World with Tech Nine. I interviewed him a few years ago, and I asked this question. His manager hits me up. He's like, you can't be asking Dilemma game questions on the radio. I'm like, it's not a game question. So I went and I told Dilemma, I'm like, is your old lady around? He's like, yeah, why? So I had him go ask his old lady what that meant. She was laughing so fucking hard she couldn't tell him. Recently, I Googled this just for the fuck of it. There's health benefits to eating a girl out on her period.
Oh, no.
They give out pro antibiotics, and it's 100 times more potent than eating a glass of yogurt.
Oh, my Lord. You're going to tempt a nigga when I'm out here not feeling good.
So when you're fucking sick, man, if she's on that time of the month, you feel better.
Y'all are crazy as hell, man. You
and
crazy
then right
as
after
shit.
that, look her in the eyes and say, I love you, boo, and your bloody tampon, too.
There's two health benefits, man. And you said you don't eat a girl out, period. It keeps you looking young. There's 26 muscles in your face. So when you're using that tongue, it works those muscles out and keeps the fucking wrinkles away.
Oh my Lord, hitting me with it. That's some good knowledge. I might have to reconsider it after that shit, but like I said,
that's why I look so young, man. I'm 36, you know. Get down there with that tongue.
Well, shit, I gotta ask you a question because this is one that's came up. What's up with the booty eating? Are any of y'all down with that shit or what?
No. Oh, yeah. You ever seen that video, pros and cons of eating a girl out?
No. I'm not.
It's fucking hilarious. This like 20-year-old come on fucking YouTube giving the pros and cons of eating an ass out. I was like, oh my God.
That shit's awful.
Now I gotta play Dilemma's radio drop. Big Ninja Man, take a question.
Okay. So as far as the social media and the internet, what do you think are some pros and cons when it comes to people making music as involved with it, like that type of thing?
One more time, my bad.
Okay. With the invention of the internet and social media, what do you think are the pros and cons when it comes to people making music with that?
Oh man, I think that it is really crazy the things that people can do now that we have the internet and shit. You know what I mean? Like the way that it can connect people, how quickly that things can happen, especially if you know how to use it right. And I'm still trying to get that shit down, you know what I mean? But the way that you can network compared to the things that people, which it kind of sucks, you know what I mean? Because this is how we get people in the game. And I'm not saying anybody doesn't belong in the game, you know what I mean? But just imagine the shit that people used to have to do to be able to get into the networks, you know what I'm saying? Which it may have been easier for the right people to get into, but now it's just like if you just play the game smart with the internet, like you can really do great things and you can propel it exponential levels compared to the way that you used to be able to. So it's definitely a blessing, I feel like, you know what I mean? And as long as the right people use it, it can definitely be something that can be greatly used and something that could have a big role in things maybe becoming better than the way that they are. So social media, if used properly, could be one of the keys to, things really changing with this music shit and a lot of people being able to benefit and profit off of it in the right ways and shit. You know what I mean? So social media can be good. Some people don't think it is, but social media is great, really. I think, at least. What about y'all?
It's helped out a lot, man, but it's made a lot of artists lazy.
Yep.
Yep.
It's kind of a double-edged sword in a way.
Yeah, definitely double-edged sword.
You got these internet rappers, and I just found out recently there's a horrorcore label here where I live. Every fucking one of them are just an internet rapper. They've never performed at a live stage.
Mm-hmm.
And they got like shit tons of fucking music videos, but I can't fuck with them. All right, I'm going to play Dilemma's radio drop, and I'm going to take a couple more hot seat questions.
Nice.
Hey, yo, what's happening? It's your boy Dilemma. You are listening to DJ Snickers on the Underground Wicked Radio Show. Hey, check this out. Make sure y'all be on the lookout for that Cutthroat album. You can look it up on www.officialdilemma.com, or you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at @thereal_DALINA. Y'all know what time it is.
That's not the funny one. Hold up. This is the
one.
Hey. Yo, what's happening? It's your boy Dilemma. I'm in the building with my nigga DJ Snickers on Wicked Radio. I know he ain't a nigga, but fuck that. Anyway, Cutthroat album is in stores. I need y'all to go cop that ASAP and with the hurry ups. You are listening to Wicked Radios. It's that nigga Dilemma.
Hey, that shit was hot.
I interviewed Brother Lynch Hung's manager and Dilemma, I think 3 years ago. He actually passed away 2 weeks later.
Damn. That shit's crazy.
He sent me a lot of dope artists. So I have a interview dedicated to him over on YouTube.
Wow. That's legit. That's the kind of shit that I'm talking about, though. It's like the underground world is like smaller than you would think. You know what I mean? Like once you get in it and shit. And like shit, like hearing shit like that is like cool as fuck to me. It's like, I don't want to use the word inspiring, but it's like shit like that is beautiful.
Easy 606. I see you in chat, fam.
That shit is fire. That fucking cover is fire.
He's killing it, man. He's been doing a lot of dope shows.
Where's he from?
He is from Kentucky.
Is that the one you were telling me about from Kentucky? You said been in it for like 18 years?
Yep.
Wow. Do you know what city he's from in Kentucky? Because there's Kentucky that's very close to me, and then there's Kentuckys that are far from me.
He is in, I want to say, I know he was in Walton, Kentucky. I'm not sure if he's in Florence now.
Damn, I'm not familiar with where either
All
of
right,
those are.
so Easy's in chat, so we're going to play an Easy 606 song. I want to get your opinion, what you think of him.
That's dope. That's dope.
He was my co-host on my radio for a good 2 years. Actually, Easy fucking saved me from becoming homeless when I lived in Indianapolis, man. Like, I got mad respect for him.
That's dope shit. That's dope.
All right. Where is Easy's music? I got a lot of it. Too many fucking artists on here.
Yeah, I believe that.
All right, here we go. I'm going to play Verbal Disease. This is his new one. And of course, some reason it's not fucking labeled. So we're going to go with track 5. Cincinnati, he said he's in now. But this is Easy 606. Let me know what you think.
Dope. By the way, I got a venue in Cincinnati.
A venue in Cincinnati?
I got a venue in Cincinnati, Mad Frogs, that I can use. So we might have to set something up, 606. Shit.
I'll link you guys.
Yeah, definitely. whenever he performs or whenever his artist, does he wear a mask or does he paint his face?
Nope. Easy, don't
Wow.
paint face.
Wow. See, like he reminded me of an artist named Spaz Nasty, who's from around the Cincinnati area. I don't know if you've heard of Spaz Nasty, but he's dope. You should get him on your show too. But definitely similar music, you know what I mean? And I can hear that it has like that carnival sound to it. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is fire. And I would love to see him fucking perform. The only reason I asked if he had a mask or wear paint is because I fucking love people who wear paint and have masks. And I had this imagery in my head and I was trying to imagine what he looked like performing, you know what I'm saying? And that shit, I just love the performance game, you know what I'm saying? And I would love to be that.
Spaz is his dude. He knows him.
Yes, bro. Like if I could see them being on a show together and it just like the music sounded similar, you know what I mean? Or Spaz Nasty and he has a hype man. His name doesn't come to my head, but they are very fucking dope live. And it reminded me like the sounds the same. And actually Spaz has a fucking CD where he has a girl on a track too. And it reminded me of that same exact fucking song. So that shit, I love it. You know what I'm saying? That shit is dope. I'd love to hear more of that shit for sure. And then him and Spaz on the show, all that, man, it would be fucking lit up like fuck for sure.
I got you, Easy. Hold up. I'll invite you. Razman, take a question.
All right.
He says the hype man is Thorzine.
Thorzine, yeah. Nathan Luke is his name on Facebook, but they're a dope duo live. You know what I mean? And it reminded me of that same shit. And I love that. You know what I'm saying? I love that shit for real.
Hey. All right. Hey, King, if you could donate part of your music sales to a charity, what charity would you pick and why?
Oh, that one is actually an easy one for me. I definitely would donate that either to some type of like solar, anything to save the planet, anything that could save the planet and save our people. That would be cake. Anything that we could have that would increase the life of our planet all day. You know what I'm saying? Some people, I like to, one of my biggest things is attacking at the roots. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people like, they want to give it to heroin. They want to like give money to heroin addicts, or they want to help put people in school and stuff. And that kind of shit does help. You know what I'm saying? But we need stuff that's going to fix the problems in the root, from the roots that are going to affect, you know, the top and the outer areas as much as possible. So something along with that, solar, water, longevity of the planet, definitely.
Easy 606. Welcome to the video.
What's up? What up, baby?
What's going on?
Shit, man. Just chilling, bro. It's nice to meet you, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's funny that I was listening in. It was funny that you said Spaz, because Spaz actually talked about you before.
Wow. Small world, man. It's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah. We used to run with the same little group of people and do shows together and shit down here.
Wow. That's fucking awesome, man. I actually got a show coming up with Spaz and shit March 9th in Columbus. But that venue, man, we should try to get something set up at that Mad Frog venue, man, and do something there again. That shit would be dope.
Yeah, I just did Shaggy there, shit, last week.
Yeah, that was like just like last week or something like that whenever they was all up in there. So already, you know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
I'll be in Columbus the day after your show, too.
On March 10th for Cess Crew?
Yeah.
I'm actually going to be at the Cess Crew show. Actually, my dude Wahoo's on that show, and we got a collab track that he's going to let me perform there and shit. So I'll get to meet you there.
We'll have to meet up, man. Yeah, my dude Justin's doing that show. He the promoter, so he told me he was going to throw me on the list. And I was like, hell, I'll go up there. I'm friends with Gmo, too, so I get to chop it up with him.
Wow, that's fucking dope. I hope I get to meet them and shit, too. So that's ill, man. Small fucking world. Small world.
Very.
Hey, that's what's up. That's dope.
Crazy how small the underground is and connected, man.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, man. It's like we can really take this shit over. Like we was talking about the mainstream and the underground and shit like that. And it's like, I don't know, there's so many different variables, and as long as everybody works together, you know what I'm saying, and we all just put everything that we have together and toward the right things, and you know, we could all be on the TVs and shit every day, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. All right, I'm gonna take a question, Raz, and I'll let you take one. So what current rap style do you follow in the underground? Because there are so many.
Oh man, and I don't know if a lot of people say this, but my name is King Nique, and that kind of speaks to like my style, unique. Everything that I do, I was talking about it earlier. I like to do as many songs as I can and make as many tracks as I can. I take inspiration from everything. Play a beat, no matter what it is. Like today, I was literally thinking of how I need more songs that I sing on. You know what I mean? And I literally, a lot of my music is like aggressive. Like I said, Flatbush Zombies, like New York, Mecca type stuff. You know what I mean? I come from a land where I come from like a style where I like to preach, but I don't like to make it known that I be preaching. But I like to come aggressive. I like to come for motherfuckers' necks at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I like to make explosive, energetic music. You know what I mean? That's my forte. But I know that I have to conform to the system, and I have to make shit of different styles. That's why we was talking about like The Gathering. If I got an opportunity to perform at The Gathering, I wouldn't just be like, oh, this is my style. You know what I mean? I'm going to take my songs there. If I had a performance at The Gathering coming up, I would make 5 or 6 songs specifically to be able to fit in that environment. You know what I'm saying? So I pride myself on being unique and being able to try to make as many different styles of songs that I can and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I kind of look at it. I'm constantly changing like a fucking chameleon. I try to blend in with my environment, and that's why I like bringing people to my studio. I was just in Beastie Studio. I like taking other people's energy and making songs that they enjoy. And if I go to somebody's studio, I listen to their songs before I go there, and that's what's in my brain. You know what I'm saying? And I try to take that, go in, and I try to take that influence and always have it within me. You know what I mean? Anybody that I cross paths with, I try to absorb that and take it and always have it with me. You know what I mean? To make it special. So a lot of different styles within me, I feel like.
Beastie YTE said he was just in the studio with King. Mixing him was learning experience because he does unique stuff.
Yes, yep. So that's what I like to stay on, man. Is never being the same and just always trying to learn from everybody that you're around. You know what I mean? I'm the kind of person. One of my biggest flaws, it's one of my greatest strengths too, is I love everything that everybody does. You know what I'm saying? I'm not somebody that turns on something and waits for a reason to not like something. When I turn something on, I try to find instantly what I like from it. You know what I mean? And I just try to learn from everything and take it all. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I have like kind of like a weird kind of style whenever I do shit sometimes. You know what I mean? And that's kind of a flaw.
You hopped on the interview, man. Why don't you take one of your hot seat questions? We haven't really done any.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Do another round and come back to me and I'll figure out one.
All right. Sounds good. Big Ninja, take your question. I'm going to go grab a cig.
Okay. I mean, I guess whether it's any type of music, metal, country, rap, hip hop, R&B, who are your influences?
Well, I kind of mentioned it a little bit earlier. You know what I'm saying? That Lil Wayne and Drake, and just the way that Chris Brown is somebody. Anybody who literally makes as much music as they possibly can. But then you go into people like Chance the Rapper and people who are involved in the movie industry world as well. You know what I'm saying? I like people who try to influence in as many possible ways as they can. You know what I mean? So people like that, people like Michael Jackson and Prince, Michael Jackson not in some ways, but Tupac, of course, people whose legacies live on forever. That's what it's about. Is making a legacy that will live on as long as it possibly can. You know what I mean? And that's something that kind of sticks with me. Chance the Rapper is somebody who recently he's got his own TV shows that he writes and directs. He was just, given a fucking Golden Globe, Grammy, whatever the fuck it was. You know what I'm saying? That kind of shit is inspiring to me. You know what I'm saying? So those are my influences. Wiz Khalifa is actually the reason why I fucking rap. You know what I'm saying? Just because he put out a O and C on my birthday in 2012, and it fucking spoke to me. You know what I'm saying? Just like the way that things kind of came into play, that shit spoke to me. So I have a lot of influences, but I was influenced at a certain time, and now just a lot of fucking things around me influence me. Different rappers fucking influencing me. Everything influences me. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to just pick certain people and just be like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? This and that. So the list could go on for real. Every day there's a new influence.
This is why I don't like to give artists a time limit on an interview. I've even went through half of my questions. Like, we've been on this for an hour and a half, and I haven't even touched base with you.
Damn, is that a good thing or bad thing?
Good thing, man. It's just the shit I want to touch on. We're gonna play another song. We're gonna play Untitled. Tell us about this song before we cut over.
This song actually is. I'm not the kind of person that likes to get into my feelings and which I want to be, and I want to do that more. But this was another one of those times where I kind of just got in the studio. I wasn't having the best days, the best past few days, and I was like, I need to find like a kind of emotional beat, and I just want to write some lyrics. It was the same as Sirens, kind of, you know what I'm saying? And I went in there, I found a beat, and this is what came about. You know what I'm saying? I wrote into it. I started writing the bars, and the hook kind of fell into place, and that was that. You know what I'm saying? It's an unorthodox track that I don't have many like, but I'm trying to make softer shit like this that's easier for people to listen to and stuff, and more people can relate, because I'm not the kind of person that wants to make music that's in its feelings and stuff like that, but I know that people need that kind of stuff sometimes. So I tried to make this song to try to relate to people who maybe wasn't having the best of times and stuff like that. So
be right back.
Blowing smoke out the window. In my dreams, yeah, my eyes closed. On papers, everybody know I'm a chill ass nigga. Case closed. I done lost so much. Cold sweats, my heart's crushed. My friends break them pills down. I look around town. They don't see a nigga that's with me. They're just trying to steal my victories. Symphonies, just you and me. Every night, my soul it bleeds. I gotta feed my seeds, but which one will I let breathe? My son of these hopeless fantasies. Who am I? Can I be? What are you expecting of me? Already told you I just need peace. Oh God, I think I need some money. Why do you all take it from me? What is this thing called freedom? What's friends? Do you think I need them? What's a dream? What's a nightmare? Sleepwalking, a night terror. What's all these thoughts that I'm thinking lately? When I'm the hero, who's gonna save me? Lord help me, cause I think I'm going crazy. Lord help me, cause I think I'm going crazy. Lord help me, cause I think I'm going crazy. Lord help me. Lord help me. Lord help me, cause I think I'm going crazy. Lord help me, cause I think I'm going crazy. Lord help me, cause I think I'm going crazy. Lord help me. Lord help me. Synchronicity rhymes with duplicity. Look at the kings and queens and all our history. This world can change in an instant. Nuclear wars are all just a figment. Look at all my imaginations. The world it just wants to take and take. So you can't escape. The place is filled with hate and crabs that grab and scrape. And they were ate by snakes and dinosaurs, earthquakes, politicians, CERN great. Niggas with big hearts, you fight for me, then I'll fight harder, and we can do this shit together. It's like these local artists are in a war with each other, rise above all the most, but I don't ever say that cause confidential should boast. We should all get out to the west coast like Ponce de Leon, but when did he do a show? The last time, and it stayed home. Who's the last one he put on? I ain't asking for a handout, I'm asking what makes a man now. I just want to feed my family, I just want to stand with kings and queens. I just want the world to be nice. My mom ain't gotta work a whole life away. The days we can all work without a 9 to 5, and we just live our fucking lives. Oh God, I think I need some money. Why do you all take it from me? What is this thing called freedom? What's friends? Do you think I need them? What's a dream? What's a nightmare? Sleepwalking, a night terror. What's all these thoughts that I'm thinking lately? When I'm the hero, who's gonna save me? Lord help me, cause I think I'm going crazy. Lord help me, cause I think I'm going crazy. Lord help me, cause I think I'm going crazy. Lord help me. Lord help me. Lord help me, cause I think I'm going crazy. Lord help me, cause I think I'm going crazy. Lord help me, cause I think I'm going crazy. Lord help me. Lord help me. Who is King Nique? 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 Who is
Good shit, homie. By the way, you were speaking on Superman earlier. Easy's actually got a song called Superman. Would you mind if I play it?
Nah, do your thing, man. Do your thing. We chilling, bro. We having a good time.
All right,
Why would you play that? Why would you play that for?
Because I got it, man. I like this song. I don't care what
I
you
hate
say.
that fucking song.
Oh, damn.
We're going to play Easy 606, no Superman. We'll be right back.
now listening to a Rare Breed music production.
Let go. Yeah, 6 South. Look, 16 bars ain't shit. Where my best friend is this pen and my best man's the distance. Cause this world's full of bitches. This bitch ass sis. I just kinda rap with my tracks. It's so distracted dealing with these has-beens who don't wanna see anybody succeed. And if they did, it would be anybody but me. I'm only 23, dog. I'm out of your league. They ain't fucking with me, dog. I'm better for free. It's like ties to bind somehow became a way to leave you high and dry. And nowadays, instead of saying why or why, I said you should have left my ass to die. You tried, so really, you should have fucking killed me. But even when I'm dead, dog, you will see the music that I made never will die. I'ma show they ass what I made of this time. I don't know if I think I'm something I'm not, or became something I wasn't. Not from the start. I remember when I ain't have $1 to my name. Now your boy caught up in the game.
No Superman, do what I can.
But all this pressure keeps adding up. I swear to God, I've had enough.
No Superman, I do what I can.
This is all too much for me. I'm about to hit my breaking point. You gon' fucking see.
I'm no Superman, but I do what I can. Please forgive me, Lord, cause I'm only the man. I got pride and problems that stand in the way. I got an army of demons that I fight every day. I could use some help, but I'm scared to ask. Because in the past, I felt you turned your back. I felt so alone, like nobody ever cared. When I called your name, nobody was there. The weight of the world is more than I can take. At any given moment, I'm expecting to break and lash out. It's more than I can bear. But anyways, who said life was fair? So I suck it up and take it to the head. Put me out my misery, I'm better off dead. I'm talking to you, give me life. Or the rawness of reality is with this knife. No Superman, do what I can.
But all this pressure keeps adding up. I swear to God, I've had enough.
No Superman, I do what I can.
This is all too much for me. I'm about to hit my breaking point. You gon' fucking see.
I like that.
I don't know why he doesn't like that song, but it's good shit.
That shit is good. And then you want to know what's awesome is he was speaking on some of the same shit, bro. I heard it, bro. Talking about people around you just taking everything from you, expecting too much of you, this and that. That shit's dope. It had a great concept the whole way through, bro. That's the kind of shit that I like. You know what I'm saying? That shit was dope. I can feel you on.
I've got way better tracks than that, though, man. I just didn't like that. If you want to hear some of my newer shit on my new album, man, I've got some shit I think you might dig if you like that. If you like that vibe.
Hey, I like it all. That's what I was saying earlier, man. Is I just anything that I can feel, this and that, I like it, man. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you add me on Facebook and shit, and like send me that shit through. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we'll link up on some shit for real.
Give me a track, Easy. We'll ask some more questions, and I'll play one.
What's that?
Give me a track that you want him to hear.
I mean, play either Dear World or play Dear World, man, because I want to try to. That's the one I'm getting ready to make a video for.
Sick.
What number?
I think it's number 2.
All right, we'll ask some more questions and we'll play that.
By the way, Beastie, I noticed Beastie said something in the comments about in my Untitled track that I said something about Ponce. And I definitely did, bro. Like, that's one concept, you know, and you guys might know something like this, something about this. Whenever people from your hometown or your state, they move to somewhere like California, and they just think that just because they move somewhere, like, I got kids and shit, I would move to California and make music there and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Do all this crazy shit. But it's like people do this, and they're doing all these great things, but it's like, when's the last time that they did a show in your state? And why are they not trying to do more shows? And why are they not trying to bring people out to their place? And like I said, I'm not asking for a handout or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But who are the people that we're really going to respect in this game? And who are these people that we're really going to say are the leaders of our states and our cities? You know what I'm saying? So, Beastie, that's what I was kind of saying in that song.
I can understand that to a point, but I also have seen that locally, I don't know about where you're in Columbus, because I mean, I get a lot of love, and I got a lot of motherfuckers in Columbus.
I'm from Huntington, West Virginia, though. That's why I've gravitated toward Columbus. Though.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, because my hometown where I'm from, man, there's no love, bro. They hate to just hate.
Mm-hmm.
Like they do not want to see you doing better than them, bro. They want you to stay miserable your entire life.
Yep.
So it's just I was out, bro. My first ticket, I was out.
Hey. And I believe it, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I feel like some people need to be kind of that pipeline to get somewhere else, or they need to be those people like, fuck it, let's get some bread together. We're going to buy our own fucking venue and ain't nobody going to fucking stop us. Whoever is with us, we're going to let into our venue. Whoever's not, we're not going to let them into our venue. But I understand, like, I can't critique everything that everybody does because everybody ain't perfect and everybody's not going to do things the way that I would love to. I ain't even done these things yet, so I can't speak on it like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
have you ever heard of my brother? His name's Scum.
Yeah, he was just talking about Scum just earlier.
Scum is just exactly what you just described. That Scum. He opened He started LSP, and then after a few years, him and a business partner bought the Roxy, which is the biggest fucking the biggest underground music spot in Denver, Colorado.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and that's exactly what he does. He keeps the underground alive right through that venue.
Yep, and that's what I like. That's the person. That is the epitome of what I think everybody should try to do. And if we had people like that, somebody like that in every city, it's like we all would have ways of doing what we love and just doing different things if we had that. But not everybody can be perfect like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's the goal. That's what I want to do in my town. Is nobody has done that in my town. I want to be able to be that person who has the venue and the pipeline from here to there and home, you know? So that's fucking awesome to hear, though.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to take a question and we're going to play Easy Song.
Dope.
So, homie, man, I've only asked 4 or 5 of my questions tonight. It's crazy. So what is your current rap style? Do you follow any other rap styles in the underground? And are there any days where you just feel like giving up?
Well, but like I was kind of saying earlier, you know what I'm saying? My rap style, I always am influenced differently. Like I was telling you on Untitled, I felt a certain way. So I went in and I wrote how I felt that day. That's one thing I pride myself on, is being able to do a lot of different styles and whatever I feel, you know what I'm saying? And it's always something different, you know what I mean? Which is always the same things too sometimes, you know what I mean? But as far as giving up, I've never, and this might be unbelievable, I've never thought about giving up. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the only, I know this is what I was made for, you know what I'm saying, was to do this. And that might sound like an answer that most people would give, but I have no other route, you know what I'm saying? And I've had experience in my life to where it was instilled in me that I have to do something along these lines, and I have to figure out a way to have a platform and influence people to a degree. And the only way to be able to do that is to be either a global, a universal type artist, or to be a global universal type actor or director or something like that where you have multiple eyes on you. And so it has to be done a certain way. So I've never thought about giving up, even though I sit there and things are hard. It's never, I've just known that I know I need to try harder, or I need to give up on a way that I was trying to do something. But that's the only way that it's ever happened, honestly.
One more question before we cut to Easy Song.
Yep.
What do you think of a horrorcore artist trying to become a probation officer?
To me, it can happen. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that just because a person is this, that they can't be that. You know what I'm saying? So I believe in people having multiple personalities too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a dad. I'm also this crazy ass fucking rapper. I'm multiple people. You know what I'm saying? I think that multiple personalities is something that's given this stigma, but I believe that people are supposed to have multiple personalities and be multiple people. You know what I'm saying? So to me, and I'm a weird person, but that definitely sounds like something that could happen easily.
Easy 606, man. You want to speak on that before we cut to your song?
Yeah, but you don't describe it right, man. I'm about 3 years into my degree to be a juvenile probation officer. What I'm doing is I went down a road and I could go one or two ways with it. I've always wanted to help the youth and help kids make smarter decisions than what I made, because I was that troubled youth. So I could either be a counselor or work with like child services, but I couldn't do that because I'd kill somebody.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like I walk into the home and see somebody beating a child, I'll kill them. You know what I'm saying? Like point blank.
Definitely.
So I decided to go with the little more law curve and went with the whole probation officer, try to keep kids out of jail.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But so I, a few years back, I was like, if this rap doesn't work, if the music doesn't work, I want something to fall back. So I started going to school.
Mm-hmm.
What it was.
Definitely commendable, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about, is having an influence, you know what I'm saying? To think that it can come back and you at least know that you did the right thing, you know what I'm saying? So the same reason why I do this rap shit, of course we all want money, we want things to live this life, but it's all to have an effect on the world, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about to me, so I can respect the fuck out of that, for real.
Speaking of scum, Easy, nice hat.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that said scum on it, so I couldn't really tell, but I thought that it said that on it.
Yeah, get those fucking L's up.
Shit like that, though, that what he told me earlier about him, I've heard a lot about Scum. I haven't looked into his music as much as I need to, but that's why I wait for the right times to look into people's music and shit like that. I'm definitely going to look into him more.
That's the first show I took old Snickers to when he moved up here.
That's just dope.
Sounds of extreme overdose, man. I just saw you comment on your interview. You're nothing, man. You're repping New York, homie. There's not too many fucking artists out here repping New York like you do.
Salute, baby, salute.
Fuck yeah. All right, what was the name of the song? Easy?
Dear World.
We're going to play the song, Dear World, and we're back.
Dear World,
Easy 606. I've had a little too much liquor, man. I drank the whole fucking bottle this interview.
Dear World.
Dear World. We'll be right back.
Dope.
Yeah. It's your boy. 606. Voice of the Misfits. Dear world. I hope y'all feel this. Dear world, welcome to my lullaby. My one chance to show you how I really feel inside. I'm broken down, mentally and physically. I put my life in this music so they can feel me. But lately I haven't been my normal self. I'm battling demons trying to take away my health. Sometimes I feel nothing more than a cancer. Sometimes I wish my demise was the answer. Each day I die a little more inside. Never been the one to cry due to my selfish pride. It hurts, God, please take it away. You wonder why I question faith when you make me feel this way. You burdened me with pain and took away my family, but you keep pushing me closer to insanity. I'm crying out for help, but you never answer. Forever all alone searching for answers. Dear world, welcome to my lullaby, my lullaby, my lullaby. Dear world, let me sing you a lullaby, my lullaby. Dear world, welcome to my lullaby, my lullaby, my lullaby. Dear world, let me sing you a lullaby, my lullaby. Well, I got you here and I'm speaking from the heart. Here's a little story about my life got torn apart. I've lost so many friends and so-called acquaintances, stabbed in the back over petty situations. And when I look back, I don't regret what I've done. I've gave it everything like I promised to my son. I'll never slow down, cause I'm never gonna stop. You can hate all you want and you can catch me at the top. So many people jealous, cause they can't be me. Praying for my downfall, hoping they defeat me. Talking all that nonsense, speaking on my name, trying to build their career with their bullshit game. I'm not about drama, I came from the streets. When you talk a lot of nonsense, your body catches heat. Nobody ever speaks, it's a code of the street. All you internet G's, you can catch me in the street. Dear world, welcome to my lullaby, my lullaby, my lullaby. Dear world, let me sing you my lullaby, my lullaby. Dear world, welcome to my lullaby, my lullaby, my lullaby. Dear world, let me sing you my lullaby, my lullaby.
Seeing how Extreme Sounds of Overdose is commenting on his YouTube interview. You care if I play one of his songs for you to check out?
Yeah, man. Go ahead. Do your thing with it.
He's from New York. I believe Bronx, New York. This is him.
Dope.
Just killed it on a new cipher he's on. Extreme Sounds of
Yeah.
Overdose.
Yeah, I can tell that homie got bars like fuck.
Good shit. All right, we're going to take some final questions. We're going to hop off here. I don't know more.
Hey.
I don't know if Michael Cash is still up, but he wanted to hop on for an interview tonight. All right, so, homie, did you enjoy your interview on Underground Wicked Radio? When would you come back?
I did. I would love to come back too, man. It was definitely, y'all made me feel comfortable, all that shit. You know what I mean? We had a good time. You know what I mean? I like being able to bring people in. Easy, it was dope meeting you. That Dear World shit was tight. I can tell you got amazing fucking concepts with your track that mean a lot. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is dope. Just all this, you know what I mean? I like to treat everybody like family and keep people around as much as we all want to be around each other and shit, you know what I mean? So it was definitely a great experience. It wasn't one of those situations where I felt like people was trying to ask you questions like test you and shit, and he wasn't like trying to expose nobody, shit like that, you know what I mean? It was a great time and all love, you know what I'm saying? So love to come back, you know what I mean? It was a great experience. I could go on for another 2 hours, you know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing, you know?
He's trying to break Damian Quinn's interview. You know who Dark Half is?
Yes, I've heard that too.
Almost 4 hours we had him on.
Shoo. See, I would try to break it too, but I actually have to work at midnight, so I would try to break it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, maybe we could set up another one. Hopefully, we can set up another one. I can have some more music,
Definitely.
and I can have some shit, you know, going to keep it interesting, stuff like that.
Always, man. We always want artists to come back on when they drop new songs. All right, so homie, do some shout outs.
Shout outs. I do want to give a shout out to Lit Music. My dude, Young Duff. I was going through some tough times, and Young Duff let me use his studio. My dude, Paywolf, he has Virgin Circle, and actually Virgin Mobile is trying to shut him down. I want to give him a shout out. He's my cousin, and I just want to let you know to keep going. Brian Resner, he is a promoter, owner of the Munchies Bar and Grill, which is one of the only venues that give artists a chance in West Virginia. I want to give a shout out to Crooked G, because if it wasn't for Crooked G, this wouldn't be possible, what I'm doing right now. I want to give a shout out to Easy 606 for being on here. I want to give a shout out to DJ Snickers, Raz, all y'all, Big Ninja. I think I said that properly. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I haven't fucked nobody's shit up. Everybody who just was here, you know what I'm saying? My family, my mom. I'm doing this at my mom's house right now. Ashley Smith, you saw she was on here. She's in there with my mom. I want to give them a shout out. My son Elijah. You know, just everybody. You know what I'm saying? My dude, CO Promotion, James Mont, who's given me an opportunity to be able to throw shows in the city of Columbus, and he's allowed me to make my name in Columbus. And I'll stop it there. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys at Underground Wicked Tennessee Records, all that. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys so much.
Before you hop off here, because I have Easy on here, man, he's gonna kill me for this.
Oh no!
Me and him made some I want to give you a laugh before you get off. Me and him made some commercials against each other, and he fucking killed me. Killed me. I made one about fucking peanut butter, and he came back with a commercial that like destroyed mine. So I'm gonna play his first that I made for him, and then I'll play the one, and they play on the radio, and I'm fucking surprised nobody's called me yet.
Well, let's get it.
Here's the one I made for Easy 606, and he came back with a diss on me. I'll play that after.
606 Jif is made easy by the best hand-picked peanuts. So easy your girl can lick it off your nuts. 606 Jif will not melt in your mouth. Warnings, do not use on buttholes or ears. We will not be responsible for any sudden deaths while eating 606 Jif. So easy, it won't drive you nuts.
All right, so he paid me back for this. Here's the comeback for Easy 606. I still got to pay him back for this. Man. Check this out.
Are you lonely? Are you tired of your bag being empty at night? Are you tired of developing dick burns? Are your lotion bills just getting too high? If so, give us a call at Jeremiah Finley's, aka DJ Snickers, all mail review, where you can find the hottest, sexiest backdoor bandits available. You need to be here at DJ Snickers all mail review, where you can find the studliest studs that are available 24/7 in the New York area. All you gotta do is give us a call at 518-565-0141. I'll say that's 518-565-0141. And if you mention DJ Snickers and Underground Wicked Radio on this ad, the first hookup is on us. And believe me, you will want to request Jeremiah Finley, because he is the booty clapping, peanut butter ball licking man of the hour. So please give us a call now. We promise we won't let you down.
Fucking easy, man.
Yeah.
You got me pretty good.
Shit.
Here's my real fucking number and everything too for the radio.
I was wondering if that was the real number or not, because that'll definitely.
It is.
The bad thing was I saved his life. I was going to put it on Craigslist.
That's what I was thinking, bro. If you promoted that on some shit to where people didn't know if that was real or not, bro, you could really get a motherfucker.
Jesus Christ. Oh man.
That's
All right,
great.
homie. Thank you for taking the time getting on the interview. You got any upcoming shows and projects you want to shout out before we hop off?
Well, I mentioned it kind of earlier. Year of the Lion is going to be dropping on March the 2nd that I have. That is actually my second official mixtape, even though I've dropped 4 mixtapes. My other ones were compilation mixtapes. This one is my second official one and the first mixtape that I will be getting hard copies of. So that's the Year of the Lion dropping March 2nd. I've got shows in Columbus coming up March 3rd. March 8th, March 9th, and then I'm on the Sesh Crew and Gmo Ski show, which I'll only be doing 1 song on that, but I'm honored to be there. I'll be able to eat easy there. And we actually have BJ on March 24th in Ironton, Ohio at the Elks Lodge. And many things to come. Hopefully I can come on here soon with another interview and be able to give you guys more updates and be talking about another mixtape soon. So that's what I got coming up. King Nique. Follow me on Instagram, King Nique 304, Facebook, Dominique King, and then King Nique is my artist page. Twitter, King Nique 304. That's about all right there. So if you follow me on that, just keep up with the journey, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully more things to come, being on the Underground Wicked Radio again. So
hell yeah,
thank
homie.
you guys.
We'll have
Thank
you back
you
in the
guys.
future. All right, we'll be back with Michael Cash. Thank you for taking the time, homie.
Thank you guys again, man. Y'all have a good night. Thank you.
Much love, man.